It was the year 2007, and two friends in San Francisco were struggling to keep up with their rent. Frustration turned into inspiration when they stumbled upon a conference with no available hotels in the area. With an entrepreneurial spark, they decided to offer a unique solution, renting out air mattresses in their own living room. To their surprise, 3 people took them up on the offer, and they each made $80. This simple idea sparked something bigger, and the seed for Airbnb was planted. But little did they know, their humble beginning would grow into a global empire that would change the way we travel the world forever. Find out in this fascinating journey the extraordinary rise of Airbnb. Chesky was born in 1981 in Chesky, a small town in upstate New York. His parents divorced when he was young, and he moved around frequently with his mother and younger brother. They struggled financially, which taught Chesky to be resourceful and frugal from a young age. Despite facing dyslexia, Chesky excelled in art and design and eventually attended the Rhode Island School of Design, where he met Gebbia. Gebbia was born in 1981 in Atlanta, Georgia, and grew up in a working-class family. His parents also divorced when he was young, and he lived with his mother and sister in a small apartment in a tough neighborhood. Despite these challenges, Gebbia was a bright and curious child, interested in computers and technology from a young age. He taught himself how to code and eventually attended the Rhode Island School of Design, where he met Chesky. After graduation, both Chesky and Gebbia moved to California to work as designers. However, they also shared an interest in entrepreneurship. Chesky co-founded a startup called Crick Buns, which created cushions for hard chairs. Gebbia co-founded Zimride, which aimed to connect people who needed rides with drivers going the same way. They both found the corporate world unfulfilling and began exploring entrepreneurship. Their ventures were not successful and they found themselves struggling financially. In 2007, Brian Chesky and Joe Gebbia were struggling to pay their rent in San Francisco when they came up with the idea for Airbnb. They noticed that a design conference was coming to town, and all the hotels were booked. They decided to offer up their living room as a makeshift bed and breakfast to make some extra money. They created a simple website, airbedandbreakfast.com, and designed a logo with the iconic air mattress as the centerpiece. They purchased 3 air mattresses and made breakfast for their guests who were attending the conference. The idea was a hit, and Chesky and Gebbia realized that they had stumbled upon something bigger than just a way to make some extra cash. They saw an opportunity to disrupt the travel industry and create a new kind of travel experience. Chesky and Gebbia reached out to Nathan Blekarczyk, a computer programmer and fellow Rhode Island School of Design alum, to help them develop the website. Blekarczyk joined the team as the 3rd co-founder and focused on the technical aspects of the platform. They rebranded the company as Airbnb and launched the website in 2008. Initially, the platform was met with skepticism and struggled to gain traction. They tried various marketing tactics, including offering free listings and a $20 credit to new users. The turning point came when the founders attended the Democratic National Convention in Denver in 2008. They noticed that all the hotels were booked, and people were desperate for alternative accommodations. They decided to capitalize on this opportunity and launched a targeted marketing campaign to attract political activists and journalists to use Airbnb. When Airbnb was first launched in 2008, it faced numerous challenges that tested the founders' resilience and determination. One of the biggest challenges was gaining traction and building a user base. In the early days, Airbnb struggled to attract hosts and guests to the platform. The founders resorted to innovative marketing tactics, such as creating custom cereal boxes to promote their website and attending conferences to pitch their idea. Another major hurdle was raising capital. The founders had invested their own money into the business, but they needed more funding to scale the platform and hire a team. They pitched their idea to investors, but many were skeptical of the concept and the company's ability to compete in a crowded market. To overcome this challenge, the founders turned to a novel fundraising strategy. They sold collectible cereal boxes, which became popular among collectors and generated significant buzz for the company. They also participated in startup accelerator programs, which provided funding and mentorship. As the platform grew, Airbnb faced new challenges related to safety and trust. Some hosts and guests were hesitant to use the platform due to concerns about safety and security. To address these concerns, the founders implemented a number of measures, such as background checks and secure payments. Despite these hurdles, Airbnb continued to grow and expand. The founders focused on improving the user experience and building a strong brand, and the platform gained momentum. By 2011, Airbnb had over 1 million bookings, and the company's valuation had reached $1 billion. The first few years of Airbnb's existence were marked by numerous hurdles and challenges, but the founders' resilience and determination allowed them to overcome these obstacles and establish a successful and innovative platform. After reaching the milestone of 1 million bookings in 2011, Airbnb continued to expand and grow, becoming a dominant player in the travel industry. One of the key factors driving Airbnb's growth was its expansion into new markets. The company entered new cities and countries around the world, tapping into a global demand for alternative accommodation options. By 2019, Airbnb had listings in more than 100,000 cities in over 220 countries and regions. In addition to expanding geographically, Airbnb also diversified its offerings. The company launched new product lines, such as Airbnb Experiences, which offers travelers unique and authentic local experiences, and Airbnb Plus, which provides high-end and verified listings with extra amenities. To support its rapid growth, Airbnb also invested heavily in technology and infrastructure. The company developed new features and tools to improve the user experience, such as a mobile app, instant booking, and a messaging platform for hosts and guests to communicate. Another key factor in Airbnb's success was its community-driven approach. The company emphasized the importance of building a strong community of hosts and guests, and developed programs and initiatives to support and engage its users. For example, Airbnb launched its Superhost program, which recognizes and rewards top-performing hosts, and established the Airbnb Community Center, which provides resources and support for hosts. In 2019, Airbnb faced a tragedy that shook the company and raised concerns about safety and security on the platform. During a stay at an Airbnb rental in Orinda, California, 5 people were killed in a shooting at a Halloween party. The incident sparked a public outcry and raised questions about Airbnb's safety protocols and policies. The company faced criticism for not doing enough to vet hosts and guests and ensure the safety of its users. Airbnb responded by implementing a $1 million host guarantee to cover any damages caused by guests. They also introduced a review system for hosts and guests, which helped to build trust and transparency within the community. Airbnb was able to recover from the incident, and their business continued to grow. Airbnb also announced a number of new safety measures, including a 24/7 hotline for guests to report safety incidents, a policy requiring hosts to verify their identity, and a ban on party houses and unauthorized events. The company also conducted a comprehensive safety review and announced plans to invest $150 million in safety initiatives, such as enhanced background checks and a host education program. The tragedy was a difficult moment for Airbnb, but it also highlighted the company's commitment to safety and the well-being of its users. The founders recognized the need to take swift and decisive action to address the issue and restore trust in the platform. Airbnb faced one of its biggest challenges yet in 2020 when the COVID-19 pandemic hit. Travel came to a complete halt, and bookings plummeted. Chesky announced that the company would lay off 25% of its workforce, which was a difficult decision but necessary to keep the business afloat. The COVID-19 pandemic was a major challenge for Airbnb, but it also demonstrated the company's ability to navigate difficult times and emerge stronger on the other side. The founders' willingness to adapt and innovate was crucial to their success, and serves as a powerful example for other businesses facing uncertainty and disruption. As people started to feel more comfortable traveling again, Airbnb saw a surge in bookings. They adapted to the new normal by offering virtual experiences and focusing on domestic travel. The company went public in December 2020 with a valuation of over $100 billion, cementing its status as one of the most successful and innovative companies of the sharing economy era. Looking ahead, Airbnb plans to continue its expansion and growth while remaining true to its values of community, authenticity, and sustainability. The company has set ambitious goals to achieve net zero emissions by 2040 and to support local communities and economies through its platform.